What's up, dude? Ready to rock out with you, dude.
Yeah, what's going on, man?
Just looking forward to playing. I've been teaching all morning, just looking to just jam.
Nice. Yeah, let me find you here. There you are. It's my buddy Cody. I figured I'd start a live stream too.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
What's going on, dude?
so I don't know. I wanted to, cause we were doing, we had done some quintuplets last time. So I wanted to explore the quintuplets a little bit.
All right.
Just the idea of not keeping both hands on the hi-hat, and we had started it with like the swing, right? So
Yeah.
that same kind of thing, but instead of swinging it, just alternating the hands, right? You had said put the snare on the 4, which means it would have to be the other hand. Right? So I want to actually write that out, if that's all right, and then kind of fiddle with it from there.
How about I just send you over a bunch of stuff I already written out?
Sure.
Yeah, this is
I'll
kind of
take it.
fun. Let's see. Let me find it here. Yeah, man. So I've been having a pretty good time teaching. I teach at the Seattle Drum School most days, and that's been my it's been my kind of thing when I'm not gigging. And let's see, where are we? Jeez.
How many students do you have right now?
I think about 25, somewhere around
Nice.
there. No, maybe
That's
about
awesome.
20, because I teach 4 days a week. I teach at least 5 kids a day.
Okay, yep.
So 20, somewhere around 24, I suppose. Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, I'm right around there at some like 20-ish.
Yeah. I call the Seattle Drum School. They're my art pimps.
I love that. Yeah, exactly. They bring you the people.
Yeah.
Are you gonna email that? Or are you gonna send it like through Zoom or
I'm
something?
doing it right now. There, you got it.
Oh, I see it.
And so the key to these right here are to it's just it's alternating strokes, just right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Many up, less, many up, less, that like that, and then
Okay.
it just kind of works your bass drum through all of the progressions of like the notes that it could fall on. So it kind of gets your foot used to those places.
Love it.
And this is a work in progress. So
This is something that you've written out that you've been working on.
yeah, and I'm not real smart with the what do you call it, transcription program.
Sure.
So I have to do it in Adobe Illustrator.
Oh man, have you ever used MuseScore?
Tried it. You know, I've got an iPad, and it's a good iPad. It's one of the big ones, a newer large one. You know, the Pro. And I never have really gotten like I sat down and fiddled with it a little bit, and I can't for the life of me figure out how to do a damn a transcription.
Well, okay, so you said you were using you're doing it on an iPad.
Yeah, I got an iPad.
I do not imagine that could be easy. If you did it with a desktop or a laptop, that's gonna be where you're really gonna grow with that particular program. I would actually highly recommend that you go back to MuseScore, but you do it on a laptop, and you're gonna really like the progress you make. I'll tell you what, too, man. We could set up a meeting one day and just do that, and I'll just walk you through a couple things.
Yeah, that'd be great. Man, I'm trying
It's
to find.
super easy. All right, let me. I see you're messing with the video there.
Yeah, I'm
on
trying to
Restream.
figure out why it's not showing up here. So,
That's right. You do that. I'm gonna fiddle around with these.
okay. There you are. For some reason, yeah, you had blinked out.
Yeah. That's the easy one. Just the.
Yeah,
the,
now
quarter notes
now
on the
move
bass.
that bass drum over to the 2, and make sure you accent both sides of that. You know, like, you know.
Ah, yeah. I haven't gotten to B yet. B looks fun.
Yeah.
Ah.
And about your ghost strokes, you know, try to make them even less.
Sure.
Like that.
Ah, yes. Ah, shit. Yeah. I like that. I think with the red dot, if I really want to, I can hit those ghost notes out to the side and just get that real sizzly kind of snare sound. And then get that sound.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay.
You definitely
let's do
want
C.
the ghost notes to be like kind of underneath everything, because they influence the flow of things. You know, they're kind of like just laying out sort of like dotted lines. You know, if you think about like sketching, sort of, you know, like the sketch of something, if you're laying down, you know, lines of paint and you have sort of a freehand sketch underneath, that's kind of what ghost strokes are. They're kind of like a pattern underneath that reveals a little more of like what the picture looks like, so to speak. Does that make sense?
I love that explanation, because the empty space is crucial. If you can highlight the empty space,
Yeah.
right?
It's what you do with the space, you know, and
Yeah.
empty space is great. I mean, it's really cool to leave empty space, and you know, that's the thing that makes music so important and drumming so important. It's not necessarily the notes that we play, it's the spaces that we maintain.
Yeah,
So,
agreed.
so like when you can paint in 2 dimensions, you know, it's like you've got you're sketching underneath, but you've also got your big dark, you know, paint lines on the outside. It's kind of like the way I see constructing a groove with ghost strokes and stuff.
Are you an artist? Because it sounds like you've got that additional perspective pretty
Well, my
lined
mother
up
was
well.
a crazy good artist, and my father was too. So
Nice.
I can't.
I will send you a link to some of my art.
I can't draw a straight line, really. I mean, I can't even. You know, if I drew an animal figure, you would be hard pressed to figure out what the hell it was.
Dude, that's hilarious. All right, let's see. So on to C now. Yeah, so you're just moving the kicks, right?
Just moving the kicks, yeah.
Nah, whoops. Something about that feels unnatural. Whew. Yeah, why does that feel so weird? Something about that feels so off. Yeah.
It's one of those ones you got to play really slow.
Say it again?
That's one that you got to really play slow, because it's
Right.
technically it's like it's the midpoint. You know, it's the direct middle of the grouping right there.
Yes.
It's because, you know, you've got 2 on either side of it, so it's not leaning towards one side or the other. It's straight up in the middle.
Correct.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're evenly spaced once you get going.
exactly.
Maybe that's all I needed to hear. Yeah.
Isn't it funny how like that can, you know, change the entire flow of things?
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
it's kind of nuts.
I want to fiddle with that one quick.
Go
I
ahead.
wanna
I'm
put-
just fooling with stuff here.
I want to put a bell on that bass note so that it's so. Yeah. Here. I like that. Give that a go. All I did was just put a ride bell on the first bass note. There you go. Now wait. So there you were just doing every other bell. Right. All right, let me give that a go. Got me on that one.
So think about.
Oh, and then
about
it
the
switches.
Three. Yeah, you got to think about the 3 in there. So you
Yeah.
know, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I love that. All right. I'm gonna try it without the foot. Okay, so without the foot, it's clean.
Yeah. Putting the foot in is where that's, you know. So you've got basically 2 parts of that. You've got, you know, the bell pattern that you're maintaining over the top of it, or you've got the foot pattern. So it's just a matter of combining them both. Are you hearing that little brrrr thing?
No,
Oh, okay, maybe that's just on my end.
my audio is actually surprisingly low, but I can still pretty much hear you just fine. So no
cool.
complaints.
Yeah, I hope everything is streaming out okay and sounding.
Yeah.
decent.
I had told my one buddy to come join us if you got a chance, and he could help troubleshoot just in case. So let's see. Ah! There it is. My bass doesn't want to hit with the snare is what it is. Which is interesting because that means that I probably haven't been doing that when I've just been jamming this on my own. Yeah, I have not been just kind of freely putting a bass note where those snare notes are. So that's good to know. Yeah.
See, you gotta come to the to the terms. It's like
Yeah.
you gotta layer them over each other.
Yeah, I'm not used to putting them on the snares. I love that you pointed that out.
The ghost, yeah. When you come to that, when you get that together, then your ghost strokes start to really relax because
Perfect.
You're not you're not straining to fight that little part. It's like that. Just like thinking about it, making that one mental tweak of thinking about that note in the right smack in the middle of that grouping. That all of a sudden unlocked everything for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, let me.
Pretty
Are you
wild.
putting because you were alternating the ride bell? Were you starting with the bell on one, or were you starting
Yeah, I
with
was
the bell
starting
on
with
the
a
off
bell
one?
on one. Yeah.
Okay. I think I wasn't actually. I think it sounded cooler to me to go. So let me try that.
Right? Sounded right.
Oh, I'm close.
Yeah.
There you go. That was it.
Yeah. Now it's just a matter of cycling it through and getting relaxed in it. Yeah.
All right, try it with the ride bell not on the one.
Okay. So I bet. That's really tricky starting it up off of, starting
Right.
off of the downbeat. Do you have students that that you teach them a beat, one and two and one and like that?
Yeah.
Have you ever taught them to leave the to like play the kick drum on the and of one and two and three?
Yes.
Yeah, to get away from that dependency. I call it the one dependency,
Yes.
where it's like you have to have that solid one rooted right there, and getting away from that, I think, is that starts to open your mind on time.
I tell my students that what it's going to do is it's going to soften their hands.
Yeah.
Because then you're not like a hammer coming down on the one. When you drop your whole leg down, it makes you want to drop your hand down really hard. But when it's just a hat by itself, we always tend to hit that a little bit more gently. If you hit the hi-hat and then you hit the bass, you notice that hi-hat is like, it's a little softer, it's a little calmer.
Yep.
Like, and suddenly you feel what the hi-hat's supposed to feel like when you're not banging everything like with a hammer. I want to try that again. I'm going to do it first with the bell on the one, and then I'm going to try to go off of it.
Okay.
Ah, shit. Now I'm fucking around with the bass drum. I'll mess around with that. I like that a lot.
That's kind
real
of a
fun
cool
one.
pattern. Yeah. Yeah. So
right.
there's that one. And then getting over to the four.
Yeah. Ah, shit. You got me with that one. Fuck, that was weird. That one's so weird.
Yeah.
It doesn't
what
even
you
sound
see-
right.
Yeah. Well, it's this. You got to come up. You just got to kind of get used to that one spot.
Right.
That's the whole process, developing those inroads and learning those points on the line.
Yeah. Wow, I'm just trying to find a new way of hearing it.
It's the in Minneapolis, 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 Minneapolis. Yeah. Yeah.
Ah! No. No. Was that it? No. No.
Yeah, you're drifting over to 5.
My brain is going, here, I like the way this sounds better, do this. Yeah, that was it. Still feels weird. That's
Yeah.
what it is. Just I haven't gotten it to like feel clean yet.
Yeah. Fives will take no time at all. I mean, doing it on the 5, playing the
Yeah.
stuff on the 5 is not going to take any time at all.
Oh, that's E. Yeah, yeah. 5 was easy. All right. Yeah, that one's like relatively easy, but that one's fun.
Move down to
I just want to keep doing that one.
That's a fun one, yeah.
That one's
I think
really
my
clean.
favorite is the one that's designated letter K.
Okay, let me scroll down to K.
K.
Okay, I see you, K. Woo! All right. That's your favorite?
Yeah.
Play it for me?
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ugh. I hear it. I hear it. Oh, that does sound cool.
Yeah, that's tough. It's been a minute since I played it.
Wow, that's a cool one. That's a cool one. Yeah. Trying to do it with just the off hats. Wow. That's a cool one, man.
This stuff's gonna, yeah. This will rack your brain for a couple of days.
Yeah.
How? What are your ages of students that you teach? What do you guys do?
Oh.
What do you cover?
I'm pretty proud of that. My youngest is 8, but she started when she was 6 online.
Beautiful.
My oldest is 71. She started about a year ago.
Oh man, that's great. I've
That's
got
awesome.
I think he's probably 69 or 70, and
Yep.
I think my youngest is 9.
Okay. Yep.
I mostly teach. Wouldn't say beginners. I think most of my students are more along the lines of they are pretty much intermediates. You know, they can play. So I tend to get people who come in and want to. Man, hang on, something's crapping out on me here. Trying to figure this out. Yeah,
Looks good on mine.
Is it on you or me? I don't think it's on.
I don't know. It looks okay from here.
Yeah. No, I get. I've got pretty much the spread of my students mostly are, in the, I'd say, teens. I got a few teenagers. I got a lot of 20-somethings, 30s.
Yeah.
It's a pretty wide spread, and I think right now about 40% of my students are female, which is really cool because when I started teaching when I was what year was that? Jeez, man. 94. I used to teach at Orange County Drum and Percussion in Orange County, California. And I had one student that was female back then. And that was out of probably 80 students that I taught at that location over the year.
I got to tell you, I really love that you said that because I have the same thing happening right now. The majority of my students are female.
That is
right
so
now.
cool, yeah, man.
For the first time in my career. And the older woman, the 70-year-old, is female. And then, yeah, I mean, it's super cool because, I don't know if there's like just something in the air right now. I don't know what it is, but it's never been like that before. It's always been a bunch of dudes. And the women that I teach are same thing. They tend to be older. And I've gotten the same story from multiple. It's like, no, I just want to fucking play drums. I'm just going to go buy a drum set. It's like moms who have the money and they just want to go buy a drum set and they go and they get their kit. And then, it just so happens that I reach out and I'm like, hey, first lesson's free. Do you want a lesson? And they're like, hell yeah, I want a lesson. And then we just get into it. Like I've loved that has started to kind of naturally occur. It seems like.
Yeah, there was a mom at the drum school. Her 2 boys were taking drum lessons with one of the other instructors who's like, I call her the kid whisperer because she's so good. She gets these little kids in there, and I mean, she's got them swinging. She's got them playing charts, big band charts and stuff.
Love it.
And it's like, damn, man. So I started teaching their mom, and she was just like one of those people that, you give them a hacky sack ball, for instance, and then, you come back 20 minutes later and they're doing like all kind of crazy tricks and you're like,
yeah,
or here's a skateboard, you come back a half hour later and they're doing kick flips and ollies and stuff like, oh my god, I've seen this on TV once or twice. And
yeah.
And she's just good like that. She was really bringing it, and she quit taking lessons. I guess they sort of changed up whatever they were doing, or summer came, and they'll probably be back, I would assume. But they're
hopefully. I had a lot of experiences of like kids drop off for the summer and they say they're going to come back and then they never do.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: how much time and energy have you put into polyrhythms?
Let's see. How many times did I get fired for playing 5 against 3 on a waltz? No, I'm teasing. No, actually, it's funny you mentioned that because yesterday I had a kid come in and, well, not a kid. He's like, late teenager, and he's like, I really want to get into like learning some different polyrhythms. Like, I know all the usual stuff. And so I sat him down and I taught him, the formula.
Sure.
How do you learn a polyrhythm and how do you do it? And so basically, I showed him, here's the flow of it, and then there's other factors involved, like how many measures will it take it all to resolve back to one.
Right.
So that right there, herein comes a little bit of algebra in your playing. So I jumped into them and I started with the obvious stuff, like playing, double strokes over triplets and, paradiddles over triplets. And,
Yeah.
Then slowly just kind of started getting off into other things. But I mean, Mike Mangini, he's the guy with the freaking polyrhythm license. He's the polyrhythm cop now,
He's the guy. Yeah.
He's like the J. Edgar Hoover of polyrhythms.
Perfect.
Yeah, he's the dude, he's pretty much like, let me play 21 against 37 for you right now.
Right.
In the midst of this jazz song. And it's going to feel so good, you won't even really realize I did it until, like, afterwards. You're like, damn, man.
Yeah, that's the key, or at least that's one of the coolest things about the polyrhythms is actually making it sound like there's a groove, or making it sound like it feels good. I mean, polyrhythms are cool mathematically, like if you want to nerd out about them, but that doesn't mean that they sound good. That doesn't mean that they feel good. Do you know the 7/3 polyrhythm? Have you ever messed with 7 and 3?
We were writing that out last night, yeah.
7/3, really?
Yeah, we were playing with it. I don't know it, I need to drill on it a little bit, but, I kind of remember the points in it.
So I like putting the 7 on the hi-hat and the 3 on the snare. Give that a go? I bet you could just do that by ear.
Well, I could, but I'm trying to hear the divisions in it. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So that second snare has to come in sooner.
Okay.
So da, da, da. Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yes.
4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2.
Oh, I like that. So I like that you went to alternating the 3 basses and snares. That I hadn't really ever thought about doing that. Let me do that real quick.
No. Start with a kick drum. Start with a kick drum. Yeah.
Sure. Perfect. Let me split up the hat and the bell just to make it even harder. Shit, I fucked it up. Love it.
That's it, yeah.
So what I really wanted to explore when I first fiddled with those was, can I find a way to make it musical and keep the hi-hat and the snare doing the 7/3 polyrhythms with each other, and then really all that leaves you with is like your bass drum, and see if I can input some like musical, like a nice groove with those going on. And this is kind of what I came up with, although I'll still kind of free jam through it. Right? So it's got a nice vibe to it, but my hands are sticking to the polyrhythm, and that's what makes that kind of rough.
Yeah. This is what I would do is like 1.
Yes.
Ah, shit.
Let me try it. Let me try it. Are you ghosting in between? Or are you just shuffling? You're ghosting.
Yeah, I'm playing like a Purdy shuffle in between.
Sure. Okay, a Purdy 7/3 polyrhythm. Let's do it. You'd be proud of us. So, are you starting with the kick?
Yeah, start with a kick. Yeah.
Wow. Wow, that's weird. The second one.
Yeah, getting that last one.
Wow. Ah, shit! Wow, I'd want to look at that. Oh, is that what it is?
Am I getting it?
I don't know.
Ah, no, I'm not.
Do it again. Oh, you're one early on that last one. Nope.
Yeah,
that was late.
I gotta look at it.
I'd have to look at it. Yeah, that's
It's a
weird.
Yeah.
I'd have to look at it.
Ah, 1, 2, 3. Shit, I'm blowing it at the end.
All right, real quick. All right, here's where.
Ah.
So let me do this. I want to open up MuseScore. I'm going to share my screen here. I'm going to open up MuseScore. This is Enter Sandman, but we're going to use it for something different. I'm going to make a measure of 7/4. And that way I can represent the shuffle as eighth note triplets. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
So, this might take me a minute, but this is why, like, if you see how fast I'm doing this, this is not like some magic trick, and I have not been doing this for a million years. It's because this program, when you get the feel of it, it's really, really easy. You just got to learn all the hotkeys and everything, and then you're just doing it.
Yeah,
So.
that's the thing. I just gotta sit there and fool with it.
Yes. Like I said, man, I'll help you out. We'll sit down. If you're on a laptop, we'll sit down for an hour, and I'll just tell you as many hotkeys as I can remember, and you can write them down, and you'll have it. Okay, so I'm going to just put snares where I know they belong, and then we'll alternate them.
That's a kick drum right there.
Oh, sure. You want to start with that bass, don't you?
Yeah. Well, you wanna take that, yeah, put that snare drum right in the middle of that triplet right there. So you gotta,
This is it. Would this be here?
So 1, 2,
Yeah, this is right. Do you want to hear it real quick?
Yeah. Nah, that one's in the wrong place.
You think so?
So, do it again.
Yeah, this is right.
Okay.
You hear it, right?
Yeah, I can hear it now. Yeah.
Oh, but it's supposed to, sorry, it's a bass. And then when we loop it,
And we loop on the beginning of that pattern right there. See on the beginning of it,
then it should be snare.
that should be snare. So you'll invert those points. Yeah, and then that one's a bass. Get you fly on that thing, damn, bro.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, it's so, and it becomes like really fun because you know you can do it fast. This is what I use this every day to show my students stuff. I can write up any beat they need in like a couple seconds. Woo! Shit. Okay, that's not so bad. Woo! Oh, you, all right. I'm gonna throw the ghosts in there. You keep going, but I'm gonna throw in all the ghosts.
All right. Okay. Yeah, it's getting that one thing on the right there at that one spot. That,
Yeah.
You got to get that second note of the accent. Dude, that's
All
a
right, that's
badass
with the-
pattern right there.
Dude. I wanted to Purdy shuffle it basically.
You are Purdy shuffling it, but it's in 7.
Yeah.
I got to run to the restroom, man. You keep jamming.
Sure. Yep. Shit.
Hey, I'm back.
You're good. I almost have the second measure. I got the first measure easy, but the second measure is weird. And it's actually, you know what? I'll tell you what. It's actually the last snare on the second measure that's given me the guff, because everything else is pretty straightforward at this point. So I'll do the first measure. That's easy. Right? The second measure, the first half is easy, and then the second half is a little weird.
That's it right there. You got to get that double snap.
Yeah, the double snap, and I think that's a weak point for me for sure. There it is. All right, you give it a go. Oh, you. All right.
Do what? What happened?
No, I pressed play accidentally on the live stream.
Well, that sounded bonamy as hell.
Let me hear that first measure.
All right, hang on a second. I'm just trying to. There you go. I'm trying to bring you back here. Still, I haven't figured this shit out yet all the way. You know, it's like I'm making things go on the fly here. So I'm gonna turn my monitor off here. I mean my microphone. So talk back.
Yeah! Oh, you bastard. Yes, you had it.
I gotta explore that, man. I definitely gotta explore that. Will you send me that
Yep.
in a can you like break that into smaller pieces maybe?
How do you mean?
Like the triplet groupings, like maybe maybe make each of them its own beat unit. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't quite know what you mean. You mean like instead of 7/4, you mean like 7/8?
No. I mean, it's just break up the line a little more. So like make it look, make each grouping of triplets its own entity.
Oh, I see what you mean. Sorry, I was overcomplicating what you meant. That's actually something in the program I have had trouble figuring out how to do. The program seems to want to just slice them all together. So you mean like have these segregated?
Yeah, but no, it's okay. If it's too much trouble to go through and do, it's fine. Just do it like that and send me a snap of that. And
Sure.
Because I want to send this to my buddy, my student yesterday. We were into this, like we were talking about 7 against 3, and
Nice.
It's funny you brought it up. And you see how the universe works? Damn, isn't that funny?
I'll tell you what. Let me ask you this. When we did this last week,
Yeah.
we had never really, talked or played together or anything like that. And I said, all right, throw something at me. And of all the friggin' things in the world, For you to say quintuplet shuffle just blew my mind, because quintuplets are my favorite thing to do on the drums, and it's something that I feel like is kind of a rarity. You don't see a lot of people doing. I can literally only name one song, and I don't even remember the name of the song. I just know who sings it, where it's all quintuplets. Besides that, I never hear them. Did you? I'm curious if you thought that one was gonna like throw me for a loop, or if you thought that I was gonna get it.
It's, nowadays it's 50-50 because it's
Yeah.
like it is one of those like sort of rare, sort of arcane things that
Yeah.
drum teachers are kind of expected to know.
Yeah.
It's like it's one of those things you pick up, and it's a little explored rhythm. I mean, I should have been a little more studious in it, and drilled down on it more over the years, but just exploring it as I am now, it's one of those weird like lost fragments of an alphabet.
Yes.
It's like a sound that doesn't get used anymore. Maybe like something, like Cyrillic's a good example, because there are some sounds that those characters elicit, but they're strange to us.
Yes.
Or if you go to like a dictionary and you look at the pronunciation of it, you see all kind of weird glyphs and stuff that you've never seen. You're like, well, what the hell does that mean?
Right.
That's the same thing with fives. It's one of those mystery glyphs.
Yes, I love that. That's such a great way of explaining it. Yeah, fives. I learned about them from Anika Neelis. Have you ever seen her play?
Annika
Yeah.
Niles.
However it's pronounced. I think I heard her say Neelis,
Annika
and I was
Niles?
like, all right, I'll take it.
Oh, she's a freaking monster. She's out with Jeff Beck right now.
Okay. Yeah, I first learned about her and quintuplets at the same time. And it was a buddy of mine, a drummer friend of mine, that we would work at Guitar Center, and if there's two drummers in the drum section of Guitar Center, there are two. That's too many, because like it's rare that people go back there.
Stop.
So it was just the two of us, and we were chilling, just watching drum videos and banging on our practice pads. And he pulls up this video of her, and she's like, all right, let's talk about this weird thing called quintuplets. And him and I both were like, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And she just proceeded to absolutely blow our minds. And from then I was hooked. It's like, dude, that's just so fun to play.
Check this out.
Hit me.
Oh, wait. Let me go back here.
And I am going to have to let you go here in a second, because I actually have a student at the 345, which for you is...
Can you hear that?
245? No, I don't hear anything yet.
Not hearing that? Oh, shit. Hold
You
on.
might have to share your audio in Zoom.
Huh.
I don't know how that's going to come across through the live stream, but
Weird. Okay, hang on a second.
I got that 3-7 stuck in my head.
Hang on a second. Let me just feed this audio out to you real quick here. I had it in the wrong place. Okay, here we go. So you should be able to get this now. You hearing that?
Nope. Oh, I just opened it in YouTube just to see, and it looks like the window that you have of me is cut off. So you got a nice like belly shot, although that's not part of the most parameter. We'll get it.
Hang on a second. Let me look at one thing real quick here.
Jim, what are you doing? It does. I got it. It just doesn't feel or sound like super clean or natural. But I do physically, technically have it.
Definitely, I think you got that thing. That's
Yeah, I pretty much. I feel like I pretty much have it.
Did you send it over to me?
You want me to send it right now so you can see it?
Yeah, I was gonna throw it over to my student real quick.
Sure. Let me do that now.
Yeah, and I'll let you go for your.
Sure, because I want to run up and grab a bite before I have that. Because I
There you
have
go.
a couple back-to-backs. Okay, dude, I have that recurring Zoom invite, so I'm gonna see you same time next week, brother.
Yeah, man. Cool. I'll tune in and we'll get more fun things happening.
Yeah, sounds good. I'll see what else I can bring to you to try to throw you off.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You bring me something this time.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, man.
will do.
Well, hey, I'll
All
see
right.
you later.
Yeah, peace, brother.
Hey. Well, that was certainly fun. Where are we? How was it? Was it cool? Okay, so I'm gonna sign off of here. And yeah, thanks for showing up. That was fun. It was a cool hang, right? Does it sound okay?